I've joked, I've made fun, I've laughed. I had an epiphany. I had an epiphany. For so long, I've said, Chelsea, the CL, and I've just said it just because I just want to just pump up Chelsea. So whenever I just, Chelsea, get that CL, get that CL, get the CL, Chelsea, get the CL, Chelsea. I just keep on pumping them up and so forth, Believe that, Chelsea will win the CL, the semis minimum. I have notes. So I'll be going through the notes. But before I go through the notes, I had an epiphany. Chelsea can win this. I didn't really believe they could win this. I just said, okay, no. But after seeing this game, it's halftime. It's halftime. I get it. So I am not jumping the freaking gun. But from what I saw, I think Chelsea can win this. And when I just saw the game going on and so forth, I was like, oh my God. Chelsea can, not just saying it, they can realistically win this. They can win this. They can win this tie. I'm not saying they will. Please be clear me. If you want to clip me. Let me be fully clear and succinct in what I am saying so nobody can misconstrue the words coming out of my mouth. So I will speak crystal clear. Can is the key word. I believe Chelsea can win this tie. I believe Chelsea can win this trophy. I'm not saying they will. I am just saying that I think they can win this trophy. And I didn't really believe that I would have such profound belief that that could happen. But I'm looking at this tactic. I'm looking at this formation. I'm looking at how difficult it is to break down this formation. I'm looking at how difficult it is for teams to break this down. I'm looking at the lack of individuals, the lack of dribblers that exist in this world. And I say to myself that if these guys can score, and we'll get to Werner, I'm going to get to that freaking door. He's there. I brought notes. I have notes. Okay, maybe you can see I have notes. Don't worry. I'm going to get to it. But if these guys can sort out, if these guys can just take the chances, this team ain't conceding. That was an outstanding performance by Chelsea. That was an absolute outstanding performance by Chelsea. I am shocked. I would never in a million years would I believe that Golo, first of his name, Kante, who is now up at tier 2. I've made him up at tier 2. Never in a million would I have believed that he would make Modric look like Pepe Le Pew. Not in a million years did I believe that Real Madrid could look so ordinary. It's halftime. I'm not jumping the gun. The alcohol is on ice. We're not popping bottles yet because it's halftime. You think you'll get me? Nah. This means too much to me. So I'm not popping bottles yet. It's halftime. And this can easily change. Things can easily change in the second leg. But as an introduction, that was a superb. I'm in awe. I am in awe because that was outstanding. And I'm going to name names. I told you what, I'm going to name names. But I just wanted just to start there that they can win this. They can win this. Because they can win this, I have changed. Because they can win this, I am now going to be a bit more nervous. Because before, I didn't really believe it. I just said, I'm sure. I didn't really believe. So I was like that. But after seeing this game, I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. If the stars align, Chelsea can win this whole thing, man. Chelsea can win this whole thing. There is such a long way to go. Because Real Madrid are going to come back so hard. Because trust me, Real Madrid are going to re-up. You have to, and I respect who these guys are, and Chelsea have to realize that the job is not done yet. This is Real freaking Madrid, 13-time CL champions. Most of these guys have won the CL 4 times, so it's not over. But all I'm saying is that I saw something in this game. I saw something in this 90 minutes. Dare I say Chelsea should have won this game? Dare I say Chelsea should have won this game, if not for a guy who is the opposition, if not for a guy who is a double agent, because there is a double agent at Chelsea. There is a guy who's a spy. Chelsea have a spy. Chelsea have a guy who's working for the ops. If not for this double agent who I am campaigning to be dropped and to be held up on charges of espionage, you know who I'm talking about. He must be brought up on charges of espionage. He's the ops. He's a double agent. And he is trying to completely and totally sabotage my dream. He's trying to sabotage the CL dream. Because, guys, this can happen. Chelsea fans, it can happen. Chelsea fans, Chelsea happens. That stream I am praying for. That stream that will be the stream to end all streams. That stream that could be the stream to end all streams, where I will probably be in tears crying. That stream is a possibility. It's a long way to go, but that stream is a freaking possibility. If the stars align. I'm already counting down the seconds to Wednesday. But guys, Wednesday is going to go crazy. Wednesday is going to be crazy because it's not done yet, but my Lord in heaven, I saw something in this game. I saw something in this game tactically. I saw something in this game. But guys, we're going to break this down. So, let's ride. Chelsea without the ball. Chelsea without the ball. The quality that Chelsea showed without the ball was something quite outstanding. The positioning, the hustling, the pressing, the discipline. Real Madrid couldn't score. I didn't know whether there was a moment in the game where Chelsea had 4 shots, 3 on target. Real Madrid had 0 attempts, 0 on target. And I think that was after like about 25 minutes gone. Yes, you can talk about the formation, but the players have to execute it from the front to the back. The way Chelsea stuck to their task, the level of discipline they showed was absolutely out of this world. It was absolutely incredible. I am shocked because you could have been playing that game for another 30 minutes, an hour. Real Madrid would not have scored. You could have played that game for an hour more. They wouldn't have scored. It had to come in from a set piece and a super goal, which would obviously get to. But I just have to say that Chelsea's work without the ball was absolutely insane. It was absolutely insane. After this world, incredible. And I think that, for me, sets the precedence to what was a great performance. Because, again, you're playing away from home. You're playing against a superior team. So, of course, you have the ball, but it says very important. It is crucial. It is pivotal that you have an incredibly high level of discipline when you don't have the ball, and that is what Chelsea should. And for me, that was incredible. That was beautiful. So Chelsea without the ball. Real Madrid So this is where this when we are going to have a discussion. Did Real Madrid play badly, or did the formation make them play badly? And I am going to go with the latter. Because Real were moving the ball around well. They were trying to, but my thing is the formation forced them into mistakes. Because as I was looking at it, I was like, I said, there are no ideas here. Real Madrid, they literally have no ideas. There's a lot of passing, nice, good ones to give and goes, but there's literally no penetration. There are no through balls there. There's nobody creating any space. But that isn't really by the fact that Real Madrid were playing badly. That's because the Chelsea's formation is such a problem. And during that preview, we did say, how well can these guys do against this very difficult, problematic formation? How well can they do? And obviously, it showed that they really were not really able to say what's up. They were really not able to say what's up, because Real Madrid, it just seemed as if they run out of ideas. Then there was no real creativity, and you just couldn't see where the goal was coming from. So even after Benzema had scored, you're like, I don't know where the goal is coming from, because Chelsea are making it so difficult. They're not allowing Real Madrid the kind of space to really maneuver. And Marcelo and Carvalho were completely, totally shut down. Defensive positioning. Again, for me, it's everything starts with the defense. And this is what I said in the preview. Coming into this game, you have to start with it comes from the back. And just how well Chelsea stuck to their task and how difficult they made it for Real Madrid was a thing of beauty. Because as I was just watching the game, I was like, there is no space. Chelsea are giving these guys no space. And Chelsea can do this all day, every day. I don't see a goal happening. Because let's think about it. How many saves did Mendy have to make? Let's think about it. How many true saves did Mendy have to make? Not that many saves. Not that many saves. Hustling. Again, Chelsea's work ethic was superb. Absolutely superb. Every time a Real Madrid player had the ball, boom. I don't think Kroos and Modric have played a more difficult game than this game. I'll keep it real with you. Let's think about it. I'll ask you guys. Kroos and Modric, I don't think they've had a much tougher time or a more difficult time on the ball than in this game. And I think Tuchel obviously instructed these Chelsea boys that don't let these guys take a piss. Don't even let these guys take a freaking piss. Even if they cough or they breathe, lubricate them. Get up in their grill. Get up in their freaking grill. So for me, the hustle was superb. Let's talk about the first goal. Every goal needs a pass. Not all, but most goals. Rudiger has had a bit of a up and down. Kind of, he's had a little bit of an up and down situation at Chelsea because he was out of the club. Frank Homba didn't like him. Thingy brought him back. Then people said, "Oh my gosh, Rudiger was one of the guys who sort of bullied the younger Chelsea guys." But that was just all false information, all that false crap. So he came into the team. People didn't like it. People said, "Oh my gosh, this is one of the guys that's got Lampard sacked and all that crap." But Rudiger has held on his place, and he's been one of the best and most consistent performers under Tuchel. That was an amazing pass, because I've always been impressed by Rudiger's pass. But I was always saying, no, Rudiger, this guy has really good passing. This guy's passing is really good. And that pass over to Pulisic, that was vital for the goal. Because remember, he's got to time the pass and he's got to execute the pass. So the pass has to have proper weighting, proper execution, and he has to time it so that Pulisic can beat that head. And so that pass was a thing of freaking beauty. We said before, I need the sick. I don't want Pulisic. I don't like Pulisic. We need the sick. Because if the sick comes, there is serious reason to believe. There is a serious reason to believe in the impossible. to believe in the amazing. Because, see, that's Timo Werner couldn't do. Like, Timo Werner would have break that easy because that was composure. Remember, you're going up against the best 1v1 keeper in the world. So his composure to get it past Courtois, move it away, don't panic, focus on what you're about to do, then put it away. That was a big time goal. Against Real Madrid in a CL semi, that was a big time goal. Because for me, like, I was like, why isn't his name trending? Like, that is what you call big time. That is what you call big freaking time. And that is why he's called sick. You can see my reaction online. I went ballistic. I went crazy because Chelsea scored the first goal, and it was a goal of that quality. So when Chelsea did that, I was like, Chelsea are in serious control of this game. They're in serious control of this game. I'll deal with him. Don't worry. I'll deal with the spy. I will deal with the spy. Don't worry. I'm coming for him. He's last. Well, second to last. The Benzema goal. I don't care what happens at the Euros. I don't care what happens from now on. All we have to do is find the two other Ballon d'Or finalists. Benzema is already a Ballon d'Or finalist. He's done so much. I don't care what else happens. Benzema has done far too much this season. And I know that my vote doesn't count. No one really cares about my thoughts process, but Benzema has done so much. That was a very difficult goal to score. That was not an easy goal. Based on where the ball came from, how he had to chest it, he was under serious pressure. There's little space to maneuver, and how he was able to put it away. That goal was of extreme high quality. Didier Deschamps, pick up the damn phone. Didier Deschamps, pick up the damn phone. It's enough. Shake his hand. Because Didier Deschamps, you are denying us one of the best players in the world at the Euros. You are denying football fans one of the best players in the world at the Euros. Benzema is playing the best football of his career. This is the best football of his career. That goal was of high quality. And the degree to how Benzema is carrying this side, I'm going to say it. Benzema, for me, is doing a greater carry job than Cristiano ever did. Cristiano had help. He had help. He had a peak Modric. He had Di Maria at one time. He had a peak Casemiro. He had guys at their peak. These guys are aging. These guys are old. And Benzema is carrying these freaking dudes. This guy is being clutchalistic. Karim Clutch Zima quality. Should Hazard have started? For the 20 minutes that I saw from Hazard, glimpses of Zad. Not the full package, but I was like, oh, I haven't seen this kind of movement from Zad since he left Chelsea. Vinicius, it wasn't working. Now, obviously, hindsight is 2020 and so forth, but when you just look at it right now, perhaps Real Madrid should have possibly gone with Hazard. I think Hazard could have given them more effective play than Vinicius. I think for Vinicius, he couldn't get in behind. Chelsea didn't allow him to really use his speed. Chelsea denied him space. So I think what you now have to assess from this is Zidane has to say, against a strong defensive team, you have to go with Hazard. Against a team that will give you space, in behind, you go with Vinicius that can use his speed. But against a defensive team, you need someone with greater intelligence, greater ideas, and greater ability. And Hazard just has that greater intelligence, greater ability, and greater technique that can be able to open. Because Real Madrid needed ideas, and there was nobody with any creative ideas. Only when Hazard came that you saw him now trying to get into the game. But 20 minutes is too short a time to try and make that kind of an impact. And which is why I did say to begin with, it probably makes more sense starting with Hazard, and he then bring on Vinicius off the bench to now use his speed to now change the course of the game. So it's something for Zidane to think about, starting there for Hazard. Modric, man. I think Modric is linked into Kante. Kante is immortal. Kante is immortal. Dare I say, Kante schooled Modric. I never believed those words would utter out of my mouth. But I really do believe that we could definitely say that Kante was Kante schooled Modric. This is the Modric. I thought he was going to school Kante. Jorginho would be chasing, but no. This was a masterclass in midfield hustling from Kante. Modric was a no-show. And I think because Modric was such a no-show, that greatly affected Real Madrid, because I think Real Madrid need Modric to be effective. So the fact that Modric wasn't his effective self really caused issues for your boys. It really caused issues for your boys. I'm going to leave him to the last. Tuchel. You did that. You did. And for me, standouts for me were Rudiger, Kante, Pulisic. It was a great team performance. I don't want to put guys up because I think this was great as a team. If I had to put our standouts, it was obviously Rudiger, Kante, and Pulisic. But beyond that, everyone played well. Mount did his thing. Ziyech and Havertz did their thing when they came on. Chilwell was solid. Aspilicueta was solid. Mind you, everybody was solid. Everybody was. Christensen did his work in defense. Everybody did their work. But for me, Tuchel, you did that. Tuchel, you did that. 100% you did that. A thing of absolute quality, man. So, Tuchel, congratulations. But Tuchel, the job isn't done yet. Halftime. I warned him. I told this dude, don't try it. I told this man, do it in the Premier League. Do it in the FA Cup. By all means, do it in the Papa John's Cup. Don't do it in the CL semi. You saw when Mans played. Mans took the shot. It's deflected. Came over to Pulisic. Pulisic perfectly did with a cushion header to Werner. This man was point blank. And I warned him. I warned this man. I said to him, don't you dare try it. I told this man on Saturday. I said, I double dare you. He missed from point blank. This man went ahead and missed from point blank. There was another opportunity. A breakaway, 3-on-3. Put the court back to Pulisic. Don't shoot. You're crap. You're garbage. And it's too tight an angle. So even if you were quality, that's still a tight angle. But you're garbage. And this man tried to take the shot and then tried to blame. So you stupid man. You brainless man. Put the court back to Pulisic, who's obviously on fire, who's actually playing. This guy's a double agent. Chelsea have a spy. I am going to report this to Abramovich. First thing tomorrow morning, I am reporting this to Abramovich. That Roman, we have a spy. And he has to be brought up on espionage charges because this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Chelsea could have won on this game. And there was another opportunity where Pulisic played a beautiful cross, like a nice little dink cross. You can't jump? You can't jump? What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? If you're going to do this, tell Tuchel that I can't play. Refuse to play. Tell Tuchel that, sorry, I can't play. I'm too much of a break. He'll understand. The stakes are too high. Chelsea are in a great position now. And I cannot have you ruining this, bro. I refuse to have you ruining this because Chelsea have worked too hard to get themselves in this position. And they are in a very, very good position. So if in the second leg you somehow mess this up, I will never forgive you. You will never be forgiven. As I mean, you can score 300 goals, I will never forgive you. I will always call you a brick. No matter what you do, I'll always call you a brick. If you are fully, because you've already almost have you sabotage this first leg. Chelsea should have won this game. Chelsea should have won this game. You had two great opportunities. You had a freaking one. You were point blank, and you put the ball straight through the middle. You can go left or right. You can go left or right, and you put the ball straight through the middle to Courtois. Look, from where Real Madrid are concerned, man, should they have gone with 4-3-3? Should they have gone with 4-3-3? Because when we were discussing it in the preview, perhaps their hand was forced. But for Real Madrid, they are the ones that now have to do a lot of thinking. Chelsea don't. Tuchel now knows that, okay, these guys are going to find it hard to break us down. So all we need to do is just take our opportunities. Keep the same defensive shape, keep the same work ethic without the ball. All we need to do is just score our chances. Real Madrid now have to say, do we now start with Hazard? Do we now change the formation? Do we need a number 10? We have to find a better creative outlet. We have to be far more inventive because the approach to this did not work. The approach that Real Madrid made in this, it did not work, man. So I'll take your dubs. Don't worry, guys. I've got all the dubs loaded up. I will take your dubs. Send those dubs in. I will address those dubs first. Then I'll take your questions. I will address those dubs. But guys, I believe. Like, when some Chelsea fans said, believe we can, I was like, shut up. This is Real Madrid. And I just said, look, just give me an away goal. All I wanted was an away goal. I was happy with 2-1. 2-1, okay. 1-1 is a very good result. 1-1 is a very good result. Now, you have to assume that Real Madrid will score, but let's just, if Chelsea don't concede in the second leg, they go through. I know that is saying a lot. But Chelsea now know that these guys have to work really hard to break them down. And in that second leg, Real Madrid have to come for the goal. So Tuchel knows that you keep the same defensive setup. And it's about those breakaways and taking the chances on the breakaways. And also, a lot of Real Madrid guys are on yellow cards. So Real Madrid, there are a lot of guys who could be in danger of missing a potential CL final. But this formation is highly effective. It is highly effective. This 3 at the back, that obviously becomes a 5 without the ball. People are finding it difficult. But it's not only the formation. I just think the personnel are the guys executing it well, man. And I think it is Tuchel's coaching and management. So for Zidane, you're going to have to go deep into your box of tricks. Hazard has to start. Based on just what crazy season it's been tried and so forth, it's not to a stage of where Real Madrid need Zad. Not Hazard, they need Zad. Because if Real Madrid don't have Zad, Chelsea have a very, very good opportunity. Chelsea have a very, very good opportunity. Again, I don't want to tempt fate. There's a long way to go. But all I'm saying is, I believe. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying anything will happen. All I am saying is, I believe. Oh. All right, so guys, let me take some of your dubs, man. All right. So, okay. From Triplet 3, man, thank you for the dog, Triplet 3, who says, Tuchel did sorcery, making 3 subs in the 66th minute. Look, I don't know what forgery, sorcery, philosophy he did. Tuchel said what's up. Tuchel said what's up, man. That was a tactical masterclass all the way. From Mr. Mans, man. Thank you for the dog, Mr. Mans. Second leg, Ramos, Mendy, Valverde. True. True, Mr. Mans. Thank you for reminding me. It's going to be a greatly changed Real Madrid side in the second leg. Like for me, even thank you for reminding me. I love Marcelo, and I love what he has done. It's not. It wasn't it, man. Marcelo does have his greatest game, and I think watching this, you could say Real Madrid miss Mendy. They truly miss Ferland Mendy. And I think what Zidane wants is let's get back to that 4-3-3. We know that 4-3-3, we understand that 4-3-3, and Ferland Mendy is very, very important to this team, both defensively and also going forward as well. And with the reintroduction of Valverde as well, and potentially Ramos, it's going to be a very different team. So if all those 3 are back, Chelsea, you're going to have to take this defensive work to the next level. From Armchair Critic, thanks for the dog, Armchair Critic. Never seen such a bad striker in a CL semi-final. Armchair Critic, I've never seen such a bad player in recent. Literally, the only person I can think that is worse than Werner, hand on heart, is Mbaye Nyong. De Jong is the only guy that I can think of that is worse than this dude. This guy is garbage. This guy is gutter trash. He is trash. From Armchair Critic, who says, CFC should have scored 1 or 2 more in the first half. 100%. The chances were there. No, Chelsea should have won this game. The only reason Chelsea did not win this game is because Chelsea have a double agent. Chelsea have a spy. And I asked Tuchel, why are you playing a spy and a double agent in this team? Chelsea cannot win anything if there is a spy and a double agent working against Chelsea. It's very simple. From your boy, Akuma's Deception Man. I'm a Madrid fan, but Chelsea are better. Mount, Pulisic, Kansi, Rudiger put up a masterclass. Werner is a bomb. That's it. Chelsea's midfield pressure suffocated us. The amount of dribbles on Chelsea is scary. According to Deception, I'll be real with you, man. I didn't expect Chelsea to cause Real so much issues. I didn't expect Chelsea to stifle and nullify Real Madrid in this manner. And my thing is that all great teams, all great champions react. And all great champions react when adversity comes. Now Real Madrid now have to react. So this could be the best thing that happens to your team, because they now know that, oh, we no longer have this superiority complex. These guys have shown that, no, these guys are very much at a level, perhaps even higher. Because overall, you would say that Chelsea had the better control of the game. So my thing is about how Real now reacts. Because remember, guys, it's halftime. Chelsea played superb. Chelsea played amazing. There's some superb masterclass performances. But it's only halftime. And there has to be a reaction. There has to be a reaction from Real Madrid. So Mr. Akuma's Deception, it ain't over yet, bro. Wednesday is going to pop off. Wednesday is going to pop off. From Whimsical Thought, man, thank you for the dub, Whimsical Thought. Hope. I did predict 1-1 in the members only video. I think you did. I think you did. Now you can really have hope. If Chelsea don't believe, no points turning up. Am I not right? Well, Whimsical Thought, man, congrats on 1-1, because I didn't see 1-1 coming through. And Whimsical Thought, look, every team that comes into this competition, however big or small, has to believe that they can win this. If you don't believe you can win this, get out of here. I'm not here for losers. I don't entertain or accommodate sideshows or guys who just want to compete. I'm here for guys who really want to say what's up. What I saw tonight, Whimsical Thoughts, I believe. What I saw tonight, I believe. I believe doesn't mean that they will win. Chelsea's performance has made me view things very differently. Hence why come Wednesday, I'm not going to be very nervous because right now I'm like, whoa, like Chelsea can really win this. And I never realistically believed in that until after seeing this game. Do I now realistically believe that Chelsea have a great opportunity to make their way into that CL final? But the job isn't done yet. There is still much to do. From YSK Jackson, man, who says, YSK Jackson, I am going to punch you in the face, man. I am going to literally punch you in the face. Off day for Timo, HH. Relax, you reactionary merchants. YSK Jackson, there's a difference between an off day and an off season. Werner didn't have an off day. He's having an off season. He's having an off year. The guy is garbage. And I know that you're saying that to try and piss me off, man. But the guy is literally having an off year. Okay. So please don't give me that nonsense, man. From Jay Jokin, man. Werner was as poor as your hairline today. What hairline, bro? What hairline? Come on. What was this? What's this? What hairline? Come on. Let's see. Tell some jokes now. What? Okay, thank you. From Dennis Boer, football member Dennis Boer, Werner to lift the CL trophy narrative. Dennis, let me be real with you. If Chelsea, if in some kind of wild capacity, it's kind of wild, strange capacity, Chelsea actually end up winning this CL, Werner shouldn't be given a medal. You cannot give a medal to a double stroke triple agent. So if Chelsea win this CL, bro, I would actually campaign that he shouldn't be allowed to actually get that medal, bro. And from YSK Jackson, you coined, I believe, from me. Where's my credit? No. Your conceive, believe it, retrieve it, and all that nonsense is to do with Timo Werner, who is complete and utter trash. Let me just come back. See, this is where Tuchel needs to think long and hard. Because Tuchel has to look at that performance and say, my team played very well. My team worked extremely hard. And my team puts in an almighty shift against an extremely talented and experienced side. It would be such a shame if all this great hard work went to waste because you, for some reason, are enforcing and playing a guy who is garbage. I'm sorry. Surely you can't tell me that neither Tammy or Giroud are better options. Surely not. Sure, because at least these guys, at least I believe in them putting away a chance as opposed to Werner. And let's be real. Why did Werner play? His speed. We said you're only here because of your speed. Nothing else. You're trash. You're garbage. You have zero footballing intelligence. But you are here because you are fast, guys. Of what factor was his speed today? Was his speed a factor to any degree today? I don't think it was. So my thing is that if your speed is ineffective, of what use are you? For what reason are you here? I have no freaking idea. But look, man. So for Real Madrid, should you be fearful? Should you be worried by how this game went? Because see, now this is now a different story from Liverpool because Real Madrid won that convincingly 3-1. So the mindset that they went into Anfield was, look, we are 3-1 up. They have to now score 2 clear goals. And so they beat Liverpool 3-1 and they completely, totally owned them. Like it was a complete mismatch. This was a totally different game for Real Madrid. And I think they struggled. They struggled a lot to really try and create anything. Like as I said again, Mendy didn't have to make like how many saves did Mendy make? Oh, I almost forgot. Like if Benzema had scored that other chance he had. Oh, so damn. So if Benzema had scored that other chance he had, things would have been money, man. Things would have been money because like remember that hands where like he ran and then he shot with the left foot and it hit the side of the bar. That was insane, crazy. But for Madrid, they have to go with they have to go 4-3-3. But my thing is, when you look at this, do you honestly believe that Real Madrid can score more than 2 goals? Do you think that they can score several goals against this team? That's the issue. That's the issue. From Armchair Critical says, Real Madrid win equals Benzema Ballon d'Or, or do we wait for the Euros? You see, Armchair, I'm already saying that he's a finalist. Now, the reality is we have to wait for the Euros. Now, if you're talking about winning, you have to wait for the Euros. And the unfortunate fact is an international tournament is always going to have huge weighting. For me, Benzema, regardless, should already have a spot on the short list. Because I don't... So my thing is that unless 3 players ball out or Messi wins the Copa America, I don't know how you don't put Benzema on that short list. And it is highly unlikely that at a Euros, you'll have 3 players that ball out. So my thing is that, let's say if France win the Euros, that's Mbappe. So you have Mbappe, Benzema, and then now if Messi wins the Copa America, see, the issue is that if Messi wins the Copa America, which he wants, he'll win it. But let's keep it real. You may have not got the memo. Messi is never winning anything with Argentina. That's just a cold hard fact. That's just never happening. But for me, in terms of who will win, you've got to wait for the Euros. But in terms of just being in the final 3, I think despite what happens in the Euros or Copa America, Benzema has already got to be in the Ballon d'Or. You already have to put him in the Ballon d'Or. From King Gumbani, man, football member, man, would have had more counter chances if Kovac played. Yes, this is true. This is true. For me, if the midfield was Kovacic and Kante in there, Chelsea would have been far more dangerous on the counter. Like Jorginho didn't really have that great a game. Like for me, Kante was literally holding that midfield all by himself. Like Jorginho just seemed to lose his way and so forth. So, but if you had Kovacic in there, who is probably the best footballer, the best just general tech. I think he's the best technical footballer in the team. Chelsea could have said what's up a lot more in the counters. Like I already knew that Chelsea were missing Kovacic, so if only Kovacic was there. But then on the flip side, Real can say like Felamendi. Felamendi is very key because he's like, yeah. And look, see, guys get old. Not everybody is Messi. Marcelo at his peak was freaking insane. And he was massively important for the 3-peat. But people get old. It happens. And you can just see that for Marcelo, that sharpness, that quickness and so forth just isn't there. Like sometimes you can see hints of some stuff they can do, but I think Zidane will now be hoping that all those players are going to be back for that second leg. Because now the pressure is now on Real Madrid. Because that formation, the approach, it didn't work. You hardly made Mendy work. There were hardly any opportunities. Vinicius was stifled out. Benzema was here and there, but like Benzema had to work hard. So like Real Madrid, they had to work really, really hard to create anything because Chelsea just had too many bodies. And my thing is that when you're playing against a team that is so defensive, you have to have a dribbler. You have to have a guy who can beat a man. Because there are only so many passes you can make because Chelsea just were not allowing Real Madrid to play that penetrative pass because it just wasn't there. Because Chelsea were closing all the spaces. So you have to now create that space. And the best way to relay that space is somebody has to run with the ball and beat a man. Because once you beat a man, you take a man out of his position. So, but in Real Madrid, there were just not enough guys who were able to beat a man. And there's not enough intricacy with the ball. So Chelsea are on to something here. they're onto something here, but they have to realize that you're going to see a massive, huge reaction from Real Madrid. You know, from Dungu Kamal, thank you for the dub, Dungu Kamal. It says, "Thank the Lord we got rid of that arrogant bomb Lampard." Look, Dunga, as I said again, I don't want to badmouth him because he's in the past. But let's rewind the tape to when Tuchel was hired and there were people that wanted Tuchel to fail because he replaced Lampard. Do you think for 1 second Lampard would devise a tactic as effective as this against Real Madrid? Do you think for one tactic that Frank Homeboy would be able to come up with a formation and an approach that would produce a performance like this? The answer is hell freaking no, because he's a rookie. As Jorginho said, this dude is still wet behind the ears. He's a rookie, and that's not us being offensive or so forth. It just says what it is. Like, you're a rookie, like you're new to this job. You're still on the learning curve, man. But thank God for a manager. Thank God for a guy who knows how to manage. Because Tuchel, this is tactics. This is tactics. This is tactics, and because what you saw there was tactics and coaching. You know, Chelsea didn't have like a superstar player out on that team, but what you just saw was a team who are carrying out specific instructions that nullified Real Madrid. Like, you have to think about it. You nullified Real Madrid. Again, I'll keep saying, how many saves, real saves, did Mendy have to make over 90 minutes? Not a lot. He didn't have to make many saves over 90 minutes. From Wisegate Jackson, thanks for double Wisegate Jackson. Just a thought to swim in HH. 0-0, 90th minutes in the final against Pep. And for unfortunate circumstances, Timo misses an open goal. 90 plus 2 minutes, City score. First off, there won't be a stream. And I will use, just as I didn't do a stream for the Juve Real Madrid. So I didn't do a stream for the Juve Real Madrid in 2017. And I didn't do one for Italy against Spain 2012. Yeah, I just want to do a stream. Like, for me, I would use my executive powers and say, for emotional reasons and health and safety reasons, I can't do that. You know, and I'm glad that you said that, Wisegate Jackson, because put that out into the universe. Because if that does happen, I cannot think of a much more nightmarish, scary, frightening scenario than that. Like, that's right there is a nightmarish, ghoulish scenario. I'll keep it real with you. I'm scared. I am scared and worried that Chelsea could be in a great position to either get to the final or do something in the final. And for some reason, Timo Werner is going to mess things up, because if that happens, it would be unforgivable. Like, there is nothing that Timo Werner could do to rectify that if you screw this up for Chelsea. You know, because Chelsea, like I said, Chelsea, they're in a great position. They're in a really great position to say what's up. They're in a really great position to say what's up. And you cannot have guys just bringing dudes down, man. But guys, look, man. You see, I'm not hype. I'm calm. I'm calm because Real Madrid are great. And I know who Modric is. I know who Cruz is. I know who Benzema is. I know who Casemiro is. I know who Ramos is. Marcelo, Carvajal. I know these guys, and they are going to react. So my thing is that Chelsea, Tuchel has to say to his guys that, okay, well done. There is no cause for celebration because you haven't done anything yet. You've put yourself in a great position. You've not done anything yet. You have to believe that Real Madrid are going to react. Because remember, That second leg against Liverpool, they didn't have to do anything. They were fine. So now we're not going to see a team that is not going to be very proactive, even more so proactive, because right now Chelsea are winning. Chelsea are winning. It's 1-1, and now Chelsea have an opportunity to now say what's up. But I'm calm. I'm calm because for Chelsea fans, you cannot celebrate. The biggest mistake, and I know some will start doing this stuff and say, "Oh, Chelsea," but there is still a long way to go. There is still a long way to go because the beast has been wounded. The beast has been wounded, but the beast could rise again. The beast could rise again. From YSK Jackson, who says, "This is Uncle Frank's team. This is his CL." YSK Jackson, you can go F yourself. I don't know who you're talking about. This is Thomas Tuchel's team. This is his dream. This is his CL dream. This has nothing to do with Frank Homeboy. Nothing to do. If it was under Frank Homeboy, Chelsea ain't beating Atletico. That's for damn sure. Chelsea ain't beating Atletico if it was down to Frank Homeboy. So this is 100% from Tuchel, and I wish Frank Homeboy all the luck in the world. I wish him all the luck in the world, and I wish him well. But he's in the past. I don't even want his name mentioned. I'm living in the present and the future. I don't want to know about the past because the past was it was horrific. It was harrowing. That was a harrowing reign. Okay, that was depressing. Chelsea have just gotten a 1-1 result, 1-1 first leg result against Real Madrid. Wednesday, we pop off. Wednesday's going to be huge. Wednesday, I think Wednesday coverage may start at 9 a.m. Okay, we may start coverage at 9 a.m. on Wednesday. That is how real things could be getting. Archie Critic, man, thanks for the double. Archie Critic, he says, Timo has 6 goals in 31 Premier League games. Let me read that for you guys for once in case you didn't hear it. Timo. That's Timo Werner. That's the blonde German. That's the pace merchant. That's the class A brick. Timo has 6. That's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Says, cease. Siete, whatever language you want. 6 goals in 31 Premier League games. Think he'll come good? I'm your critic. What do you think? Hell freaking no. If it was down to me, I would sell him. I would pay people to get him off the books because for me, he's a lost cause. And my thing is that what this now shows is that Nagelsmann gave him life. He gave him life. Shane. Oh God! So Shane says if Timo shot Tupac, he'd be on his 30th platinum. You see, does Timo realize that people are now making a mockery of him? There are memes about you. There are videos about you. People are now cracking jokes about you. Like you have become the butt of every joke, and I cannot have my team. I cannot have Chelsea, the greatest football club in history, to have a double agent and a guy who people are making jokes about this guy. like you can't have that, So I just hope that Tuchel sees sense and realize that German or no German, get this dude the way away, man. From Dungo Kamal, thank you for the dub, Dungo Kamal, thank you for the dub, Dungo Kamal. And that guy. Oh, I don't say it. So Dunkoma says, and that guy was why my previous super chat was so necessary. Oh, which guy? Oh. No. See, no. As I said again, like I've moved past him. But what is funny is when Tuchel came in, there were many people, not naming many names, Rory, who wanted this guy to fail. They wanted this guy to fail because these guys are a bunch of pathetic, filthy, stinking, xenophobic sentiment merchants who only wants one of their own, one of their English own to be the manager of the team because these guys are brainless and stupid. I told you, I don't associate myself with those piece of crap loser hardcore Chelsea fans. Those hardcore Chelsea fans who wanted Tuchel to fail and did not want their legend to leave, even if he was doing crap. I don't associate myself with those pathetic, filthy losers. I don't. Okay. I am a complicated Chelsea fan that has a brain, an independent brain, and an independent thought process. And Tuchel has Chelsea in a great position. Let me just say something to you guys. It went to something that Wisely said. I do have a nightmare scenario. Let's just talk scenarios. Let's just talk scenarios. I have a nightmare scenario. My nightmare scenario is Chelsea make the final and they play Man City. Chelsea make the final and they play Man City. I'm not doing a stream if Chelsea lose to Man City in the final. So I'm just giving you guys a warning. If Chelsea make the final and Pep defeats Chelsea in the final, I can't do it. Emotionally, I can't. Like, for me, that's I can't do it. Like, I can't take that. No way. It's bad enough Pep wins and we now have to talk about, okay, you see this, that. If it is Chelsea, so if Pep is the guy that denies Chelsea the CL dub, I can't do it. I can't do a post-match stream. No, I can't do it. Like, that's because it was the same thing with Real Madrid and Juventus. I just emotionally I couldn't do it. Like, that would be so. I would be so angry. I would be so angry, and that would be so painful that I would just go to bed. So I'm putting it out there. If City meets Chelsea and City are the guys to defeat Chelsea and it's Pep, I can't. So I mean, where do we stand right now? Right now? When we look at this first leg, is this just a case of Real Madrid, whatever they do, they can't crack this code? They can't crack the Tuchel code. It could be, because this was a shocking 90 minutes. I am shocked that Real Madrid looked this ordinary for 90 minutes. So it could be one case of where they can't crack this code. This Tuchel setup with Chelsea just seems to be a very bad matchup. And it's a very bad matchup in terms of it's hard for them to break them down, and it's also a very bad matchup that Chelsea had breakaways. Like I told you, Pulisic caused these guys issues. The amount of times that there was that ball that led into transition and what Pulisic was leading it away, bro. Chelsea could have said something. Chelsea could have really said something. Or do we believe in the fiber of Real Madrid? Do we believe in the core of Real Madrid? And do you believe in the resilience of Real Madrid that these guys, they're going to come back? Because we see, for me, Benzema ends going down without a fight. And the amount of times Benzema has come clutch this season is freaking insane. But Benzema can't do it by himself. Again, Benzema was by himself last year. Nobody helped him. So for Real Madrid, their other guys have to step up. Modric has to step up. Hazard has to step up. And I think for Hazard, it's like Hazard, this is it, bro. This is like, if ever there was a time for you to really come good for Real Madrid, because they're guys so-called overweights, you're a waste, you're the biggest flop of all time, and there are many articles where people call you the biggest flop of all time. If ever there was a time for you to show up, it is at Stamford Bridge and for Chelsea, But in my honest, humble opinion, like, Hazard looks all right. I really think for the 20 minutes I saw of Hazard, I was like, oh my gosh. The movements, the confidence, the quick feet, the sharpness. I haven't seen this from Hazard since like the Chelsea days. So I don't know what doctor did that something, but I'm not seeing this thing from Hazard since the Chelsea days. But my thing is, that's a tall order. It's a tall order for Hazard off his own back to now be the definitive factor to knock out Chelsea. Like, for me, Zidane, you have to start him. You have to start him because you need a totally, completely different approach. And for Chelsea, look, I'm pleading with Tuchel. Drop Werner. Drop him. You know, the dude isn't helping, bro. Drop the freaking dude, man. All right, from LSK Laxon, man, who says 80% Uncle Frank's, 20% Tuchel's. Respect, man. Respect. LSK Laxon. Frank Homeboy is finished. He's done. And I wish him good luck for Scunthorpe. Frank Homeboy, you go and take over Scunthorpe. You do Scunthorpe. Leave me in my sick. That's why is that? The stakes are too high. Why is it? We just got a 1-1. I don't. Frank Homeboy is the last name on my mind. We just got a 1-1. And now I'm not counting down the seconds to Wednesday. From Weiske Jackson again, who says, the turbo Timo hates is unnecessary. Give him time. Nope. I won't give him time because he's trash, he's garbage, and your trash reverse ass psychology, Ellis Galaxin, has failed. It's failed. Turbo Timo, because I know you're doing that to try and jeopardize Chelsea, but you and Turbo Timo are not going to deny me this. From Eddie, thank you for the dub, Eddie. Thank you for the dub, Eddie. If I was a Dan, I'd thank the gods for this result. Next leg, expect a healthier lineup and Hazard to start. With injuries, results could have been worse. I get the injuries, and I get that this was not the desired lineup that Zidane wanted to go with. But that team still had Vinicius, Benzema, Modric, Casemiro, and Cruz, who are starters. Injuries or no injuries, those guys are starters. But I do understand that Mendy is a massive miss. Marcelo hasn't played for such a large period of time. So I do appreciate Marcelo missing. I do appreciate Mendy missing because Mendy has been one of Real Madrid's best and most consistent players. So in a way, maybe Madrid can say, based on the key injuries, what is it? 1-1 is not a bad result. Like, guys, don't get it twisted. 1-1 is a damn good result for Chelsea. 1-1 is not a bad result for Real Madrid because Real believe that, we can, of course we can score at Stamford Bridge. Like, Real Madrid are a team who are not dependent. They're not crib merchants. Okay, they're not guys dependent on playing at home and saying what's up at home. So these guys can say, oh, no. We can live. We can definitely live if you give us that opportunity. So yeah, it could have been worse. It could have been worse, but I was still, despite the injuries, I was still surprised by how ordinary Real Madrid were and how ineffective they were, because there were still a lot of starters there. From Latin Lozario, who says, this brick wearing a Magic jersey, hashtag last place. Latin Lozario, Penny Hardaway is still better than Kobe, Magic Johnson, Shaq. So let me enjoy my Penny Hardaway jersey, one of the greatest NBA players of all time. Magic now, I know they suck, but I still love Penny Hardaway, man. Shout out to Disneyland, man. From Andrew Craig, man, who says, PSG are winning 3-0 tomorrow. By the way, Mbappe 2, Neymar 1. Pep is going to come up with something. People are sleeping on Pep. People are sleeping on Pep. Now, I don't know what's going to come with, but I believe Pep is going to come up with a tactic. And I think he's going to come up with something that's going to surprise a lot of people. So I think we wait and we see before we judge. PSG Angel's going to pimp this guy's hell now. From Dungo Kamal. What if Chelsea beats Pep? Dungo, I'll go mad. Like, see, Dungo, that is my dream scenario, which won't happen because my dreams never come true, only my nightmares. But my dream scenario is Chelsea beats City 3-0 in the final. If that happens, I will go mad. Basically, I will just spend the whole stream shouting. But see, again, don't get it's not going to happen. Like my dream scenario, which won't happen, I know because nobody because life doesn't like me. My dream scenario is Chelsea beats City 3-0 in the final, and I will cry. I will cry and I will go mad. That would be my. I cannot think of anything that would be greater than that. But I know it won't happen. I know it won't happen. From King Gubani, thank you for the up, King Gubani. I heard Thiago Silva's wife said Werner is cursed. Bro, I think it's to this stage where Werner might need to see like a witch doctor. Like I'm being like, I think he may need some serious divine intervention. Because if this dude doesn't have it, man, I don't know where this dude is gonna be. Okay, let me just switch cameras real quick, guys. All right. Okay. Cause no, look, man. Switch this bad boy. All right. Because it's that bad. It is that bad for this dude because it's as if you give him, it's to the stage now where any kind of opportunity that you give him, he's just going to flop it. You know, like any opportunity now that you give Werner, he's going to flop it. But guys, there's too much at stake. There is far too much at stake, and I cannot have a brick leading the line when I have a CL semi. I can't have that. So if you're Chelsea, I really believe. See, but here's the thing, though, is that Real Madrid have to come out and attack in the second leg. See if they come out and attack, do they leave more space, which allows Werner to attack and use his speed? But my thinking is that Real Madrid gave these guys space. But I suppose though, if Madrid go 4-3-3, a much more attacking formation rather than the back three that they have, maybe Werner is going to have a bit more space to then maneuver. So maybe he will still play again. But my thing is that this guy is so trash and so crap. And you can't have a guy who on a consistent basis is just missing chances. You just can't have that, man. See, but okay, so I mean, what does a 1-1 result mean? You know, like if you're Chelsea right now, because I know for Real Madrid, I think they know. Real Madrid knows that, okay, we have to just see. Real Madrid know that. See, the mindset Real have is beat them. So forget about it goes everything. Just if we win, we go through. And Real will feel confident that, we can go to their house and beat them. If you're Chelsea, you have to keep with the mindset of winning the game as well. So for Chelsea, you don't want to get cute and be like, okay, well, it's 1-1. So if we're like fully defensive and we try not to concede, you don't want that, because the worst thing that Chelsea could do is have men behind the ball, defend. Then Real score like in the 76th, 77th minute. Then you're screwed. Then you now need to score like a goal in the last 12 minutes to now get yourself in. So Chelsea's psychology has to be pretty much the same here. Keep it tight defensively, but you have to proactively go out to get goals. So I think it is safe to just have a mindset of forget the 1-1 scoreline. New game, go out, just get the win. Go out and just get it. But get the win playing the same way that you played here. But guys, it's only half time. And tomorrow, we're going to say stuff going tomorrow. I mean, City and PSG, man, that's a whole ball of wax, man. It's a whole ball of wax. From YSK Jackson, who says, have you made a new intro for Thursday nights yet? YSK Jackson, F you. And also remember, guys, YSK Jackson is a Man United fan. So YSK Jackson, how about you and your boy Chester Divided, you worry about Thursday nights? Because you are officially on Thursday nights, so you should be focusing on Roma. And trust me, I'm going to be doing a preview for that Roma game. So you worry about thingy. As of right now, I told you, I am not tempting fate. Chelsea, you need to secure top 4. So I'm not thinking that, oh gosh, no. Oh, well, if Chelsea win the Champions League, because I'm not even come close to crossing that bridge of Chelsea winning the Champions League. So relax. And then once again, I say, imagine reaching the final to end up in oh. That is a nightmare, though. That if Chelsea make the final, imagine if Chelsea make the final, lose to Man City in the no. Imagine if Chelsea make the final, lose 1-0 with a 96th minutes goal by Sergio Aguero, who are insulted, and on the last day of the season they end up fifth. I might just retire from doing this football analysis, bro. From Eddie, man. Thank you for the dub, Eddie. Thank you for the dub, Eddie. This formation took Modric out of the midfield to fill right wing, leaving Kroos and Casemiro to play midfield. Zidane played to not lose. Kudos to Chelsea's high energy. Yeah, look, this isn't Real Madrid's ideal formation. So you see, this three at the back worked well against Atalanta because Atalanta are a much more attacking team. So Real were able to defend them well and able to also exploit by how much they pushed up. Chelsea are not an attacking team. They're a much more compact team and much more defensive. So the three at the back didn't really play into the strengths of Modric and so forth, because you could just see that just from a structural point of view, it really wasn't popping off. It really wasn't working out. It really wasn't flowing. So my thing is, let's see what if everybody's back next Wednesday and they get all of the guys back. Let's see whether the 4-3-3 pops off. Let's see whether that 4-3 pops off. Oil Kashiko. Nah. Look, man, the oil derby is popping off tomorrow, man. That oil derby is popping off tomorrow. Do you think Timo Werner lacks confidence? Yes. But a truly great player should always have strong confidence whenever they're going through a drought and should always believe in themselves. So my thing is that he's missed so many chances. He's bricked so many opportunities. And you can see that his confidence is low. I think that miss against Macedonia, I think, psychologically has got to him. But the very best players, the very top players, you have to be able to ride through and react against these things happening, man. So you guys are sick, man. What else you guys saying? Werner is not trash. He's just a bad fit for Chelsea. Maybe the new manager can get more out of him when we have got some time to work on it. He's trash. And my thing is, the reason why I say he's trash is he's obviously a system merchant, and he's obviously heavily reliant on a particular way and system of playing. So this just shows that Nagelsmann gave him life. So he can only work under the Nagelsmann guys, because Nagelsmann, as you've seen, makes average players look pretty good. Because most of those players at Leipzig, as you've seen, are mostly average. They wouldn't be able to do much stuff outside of Nagelsmann's tutelage, man. So for me, do this trash, man. I don't care when it says do this trash. All right, let's see what we're saying. All right. From Bad Meets Evil, thanks for the door. Bad Meets Evil says, HH, a strong tackle on. So, guys, Bad Meets Evil is a Chelsea fan. I'm sure you must have heard him on the Hangouts. Bad Meets Evil, thank you for the dub. Bad Meets Evil says, HH, a strong tackle on Werner in training, perhaps. Bad means evil. I wouldn't want to wish that. Again, I despise Timo Werner, the footballer. I don't despise Timo Werner, the man. Timo Werner, the man, seems like a pretty nice guy. Timo Werner, the footballer, just makes me sick. Timo Werner, the footballer, makes me sick. I wouldn't want to tackle. If someone can just, just do something for where he's missing in that game. So food poisoning is a bit too dangerous. So I wouldn't want food poisoning. My thing is, if you can do a tackle that isn't a serious, I don't want a serious injury, because no, I don't want that. Just an injury that's enough for him to miss the game. I think that's fair. I don't think that would be harsh me saying that. Just a tackle that isn't a, I don't want a serious injury that could ruin his career. Not just a knock. Give him a knock. So come Tuesday night, somebody come in, like just a simple gentle knock on something, so he's out for like a few days. Just like a few days. Because we have to force Tuchel's hand. So bad means evil. I think, yeah, we've reached a moment of desperation where I think someone needs to, because he's a double agent. He's a double agent, so something needs to be done. Something needs to be done. From Kevin Higgins, thanks to the double Kevin Higgins, who says Hazard scores the final goal to knock out Chelsea. Because because you keep saying this. The more times you say it, the less likely it is to happen. And I think people, you know why? People want that to happen because people want me to be conflicted. You know how much and how deeply I love Hazard. And you also know how deeply I want this Chelsea narrative to come through so I can clown everybody, because that will be the greatest stream of all time. But the reality is, Hazard, he's come back, it's too late. It's too late. And that will be almost too perfect a narrative. It would be almost be too perfect a narrative. But Kevin, everything will go down in the DM on Wednesday. Everything will go down in the DM on Wednesday. Yes, I said, thank you for the job. Yes, I says, HH, can you talk more about tomorrow's game? Pep is going to come up with a plan. Guys, it's too easy. Guys, look, guys, let's keep it real. What were we saying before this game? Man, look how good Real Madrid are. They're such quality. They're so experienced. Chelsea are the inferior team. Nobody in a million years thought that the game would turn out like this. Now, everybody's assuming that PSG are just going to just destroy these guys because on the face of it, it's a bad matchup. It is a bad matchup. But football, it does 1 + 1 doesn't equal 2. Pep is going to have, unless Pep is a complete moron, and he ain't a moron. He may be arrogant, he may be extremely annoying, and he may be super weird. He ain't a moron. So Pep surely knows that I need to have a plan to stop the supply chain from Neymar to Mbappe and restrict Di Maria. He has to understand that I need to stop that supply chain. And we need to be very, very smart defensively, and we need to really change our defensive setup and be very aware and ensure that we don't really play into PSG's hands. He must know this. So that's why the game isn't going to go the way that we think it's going to go. And I think City are going to come up with some sort of a tactical plan that will somehow stifle PSG. Because this is what's today. We didn't think this game was going to go like this. No one did. No one did. So I think that people just need to give Pep some credit. He ain't going to be that stupid, bro. From your boy Amateur Critic Man, who says, how do I explain to people that Verratti is better than Javi? Oh, simple. Show them a showreel. Javi's showreel ain't great. You need to watch Javi over 90 minutes to appreciate him. Javi's football mechanics and stuff isn't touching Verratti. Verratti's dribbling, ball control, close control, high risk play, tackling, winning the ball back, playmaking, balance, carrying the ball, it's not even close. Now, who is a better midfielder in the role of the midfielder or Javi? Who is the better footballer? Verratti cleans Javi out of here easily. From LSK Laxon, that's LSK Laxon. From that's this LSK Laxon, who says Timo has. I'm gonna ban this guy from the hangout. I think LSK. I think that's it, bro. I'm sorry. I'm banning you from the hangout. I'm banning you from the hangout. So this clown said Timo has the same number of CLs as R9. Respect. All right, Alex Galaxon, you have a 1 week ban from the hangouts during this 1 week. Think long and hard. But you said, but yeah, I think you just crossed the line there. 1 week ban. Enjoy the 1 week ban, bro. From the other side, who says HH Nagelsmann confirmed. Thoughts. And Spurs fans thought they were getting him. Let's all laugh at Spurs. Look, Spurs are a sad case, but as I said, I feel zero sympathy for Spurs because Daniel Levy, you're a damn prick, and you screwed over my boy, Uncle Mo. Anybody that crosses Uncle Mo crosses me. You mess with Uncle Mo, you mess with me. And ever since then, I now have an axe to grind against Daniel Levy. And in what galaxy was Nagelsmann going to go to Tottenham? Tottenham are a mess. They're a mess. They're a complete embarrassment, and they deserve everything that has happened to them, man. So, all right, what else are you guys saying, man? Yeah, man, you guys are sad, man. HH, I have a feeling Pep's water bottle will get a lot of airtime. Why? Okay, live chat. Why does everyone believe that? So, what is everyone's profound belief that these guys are going to get cooked? Do you really believe City are going to play the exact way that they always play and allow PSG to run them ragged? Guys, I mean, come on, bro. Like, no. Unless Pep is a cycle, he's got to come up with something. He's got to come up with something. There is no way he's just going to allow himself to be a larynx, bro. I see it as a 2-2 draw. Could be a 2-2 draw. It could be a 2-2 draw. I'll tell you right now. It ain't just gonna be a simple dub. It ain't just gonna be a simple dub for the stuff. Did you see what Werner did to them? Imagine Mbappe. As I said, it's going to be a problem. And they need to stop that. But Pep, surely, I will repeat this, I will say this slowly. Pep surely has to come with a game plan. Because he has to respect what Mbappe has done. Unless he's stupid, unless this guy is stupid, he has to respect who Neymar and Mbappe are. Arguably two of the best players currently in the world right now. He has to respect it, so he's going to come with a game plan. Of course, he's going to come with a freaking game plan. He would be sick and mad to think that he ain't going to have a freaking game plan against his freaking dudes. Guys, come on, let's keep it a freaking stack, man. Let's keep it a freaking stack. Do they though? City have the better team, but do they have the better team? I think the strongest team on paper now. On paper doesn't mean anything, but on paper, the strongest team is PSG. Everybody fully fits. PSG have the strongest team. Should you start? Hell yes. I can't deal with Werner. Give me a striker. Give me a freaking striker. Give me a freaking striker, man. Give me a freaking striker. Why don't you do hangouts? I wanna mix things up. You see, stuff that's really good, I like to wait. I like to wait because if you do like a hangout every time, then it will lose its luster. The beauty about them is that you wait for them, so then you truly appreciate them when it happens. So I want to try and keep them as infrequent as possible during the week, so that when it happens, it's like a special thing. It's only special when it doesn't happen all the time, man. So, and variety is good. Variety is good. Variety is good. I think this way I can be far more interactive with you guys, because if I do the hangouts, then it's quite hard to be interactive. So I think for these things, I want it to be like an old, especially for guys that used to watch this from back in the day, old school. Keep it nice and old school, so I can read your stuff and then we can then write, man. So let's see what you guys are saying. From Jay Jokin, Pogba has more World Cup final goals than Verratti. Pogba goats. Jay Jokin, I assume that you're a Man United fan. You're on Thursday nights, so you don't get to speak. You're on Thursday nights along with LSK Laxon. So you and LSK Laxon, you don't get to speak. So L Lockin, sort out Roma, then get back to me. Because if you don't win that Europa, we're doing a 24-hour. So sort out Thursday before you address Tuesday and Wednesday nights. You sort out Thursday nights. From Latin Lozario, Timo. Latin Lozario. You guys think you're funny. Timo has the same number of CLs as Maradona. Respect. Latin Lozario, you are a very sick, twisted individual. The very fact that you would put Timo Werner in the same sentence as Maradona, you're a psychopath. And you need to think long and hard before I hear anything from your filthy, stinking mouth again. Don't you ever in your life put that piece of trash in the same existence as Diego Armando Maradona. Thank you. From LSK Laxon, who says, I'm going to be there for the hangout LL. R9 equals turbo time. Turbo Timo. LSK Laxon, please try and comment. You realize that I am the gatekeeper. Please, feel free to try and comment. I'm not allowing you to comment. And especially if Chelsea lose on Wednesday. If Chelsea lose on Wednesday, you are banned indefinitely. So this is just a 1 week ban. But if Chelsea lose and Werner breaks up, you'll never be on the hangouts ever again. So you better hope that Chelsea win if you want to be in the hangouts. If they don't win, I'm banning you fully. From Natsa, who says, thank God City are underdogs. Natsa is right. Natsa is right because the LEP streams really originate from Man City being the favorites. And whenever the favorite always breaks it up. Now, I believe that, underdog is an extreme word. Underdog is an extreme word. But I think PSG are the slight favorites. I still think that it is a pretty evenly matched game. I think it's a pretty evenly matched game. But PSG are the slight favorites. That's what I'll say. I'll say PSG are the slight favorites for this game, man. So I'ma say this could be in Pep's favor. This could be in Pep's favor, in him being one of the underdogs, man. It could be, man. All right, that's what you guys are saying, man. if you had a choice right now, Kane or Haaland? Haaland. It's close. Remember, Haaland is younger, so you have a lot more game time from, because Kane is 25, 26 right now. Haaland is 20 to 21. So I'll take Haaland. He's younger, like both damn good strikers. But for his age, I'm going to say, man. What about the second game? Do you think that we'll get better in the last touch because of the 4 days between the 2 games? He has to really be careful with his lineup because when Chelsea, we have to also get that top 4. So he needs to really pick somewhat of a stronger lineup for the game against Fulham. I think it's Fulham that Chelsea play. So he's going to pretty much play like a pretty strongish lineup. But I think if he does that and so forth, get the dub there, I think guys should be refreshed for Wednesday. So it's going to be tricky, man. It's going to be tricky. Okay, it's 28. Yeah, there you go. He's 28. People were saying Bayern would lubricate PSG, but it didn't happen. Same goes for City. Game of football is unpredictable. I know it is. That's what I'm trying to explain to people. Football is unpredictable. How many times do you have to be told this? Whatever you assume will happen doesn't happen. Every single time football always unpredicts. Guys, I promise you right now, I can put money down. PSG are not going to destroy Man City. Now, they will probably win. I think they should win. PSG will not destroy. They won't batter them. They won't. And they won't because they should on paper. On paper, they should, but they won't. Real Madrid on paper should have outplayed Chelsea. No Kovacic. Look at the kind of players that Real Madrid have. They should outplay them, but it didn't happen. Football isn't played on paper. It's played on the football pitch. Once that referee blows his whistle, respect what the referee has to do. From LSK Laxon, who says, I endorse Martin Rosario's dub. #respect. LSK Laxon, you can go and endorse your face, you loser. And because of that, I pray Roma beat United. I pray and I hope that Roma beat the living crap out of United. Okay, because you've said some very questionable things. From L. Lockin, who says, you're about to be in Europa after spending 250 million LL. Bro, you play on. It's like you see. Wait, guys. Guys, we're just talking about Chelsea having a 1-1 draw against Real Madrid in the CL semi, and Man United fans who got knocked out of the group stage. These guys are now coming out with stuff about you're going to be in Europa. You're in Europa right now. Worry about Roma. Worry about your PE teacher who you just gave his 8-year contract to. It is very disrespectful for United fans to be talking in the stream. This is a CL stream. These are for the winners. This is for the big boys. And let me say this right now. If you allow Chelsea to win this trophy, oh my God. Oh my Lord. Because I can taste it. I can taste it. And guys, I want this so I want this so much. I want this so much, man. I want this so much. HH, with Rudiger and Christensen playing like this, do we need Varane? No. Even when I saw this, I was like, no, Chelsea need a striker. Chelsea need a striker. Like, they don't need another defender. So they need. So that's what I said. They need a striker. That's what they need. Chelsea's strength has been the defense. I mean, did you see that defensive performance today? That was TSP. Chelsea invoked 2010 Inter Milan TSP. And what does TSP stand for? Thou shalt not. Oh, sorry, TSNP. TSNP. Thou shalt not pass. Thou shalt not pass. That was a thou shalt not pass. Real Madrid, basically, they were like Gandalf. You shall not pass. That's what they were. So Chelsea, no, two players that Chelsea need. Two players. A striker that isn't called Timo Werner and a creative playmaker. A genuine pass specialist, like a true pass specialist and a striker. But here's the thing, though. I think Mount, Havertz, and Ziyech, they can create. But Chelsea just have a moron as a striker. So if they have a moron as a striker, what can you really do, man? Okay, let's see what Natsa boy is saying, man. Let's see what Natsa boy is saying. So your boy Natsa, man. Thanks for the dub, Natsa, football hot member. United got knocked out by a convict and sent them to the Europa League. Who was the convict? Wait, who was the? Wait. Who was the convict that knocked them out? Are you saying it was Neymar? Wait, Natsa. Who was the convict that knocked them out? Because the group they had was what? PSG, Istanbul, Başakşehir, and Red Bull Leipzig. So who was the? Oh. Yeah. Angelino. San Quentin. San Quentin. Yeah. What's it called? 25 to life. 25 to life. 25 to life, San Quentin. Set to 25 to life. Yeah. No. Look. These, and you saw what happened to Red Bull Leipzig when they got into the night. Like Liverpool gave birth to those guys. United fans are shameless. These guys are like, basically, it just shows you their arrogance. These guys think that they can talk in a CL semi-stream. You see, Natsa, I know that we go back and forth, but Natsa, the cheek of these dudes. Because Natsa, you have a CL semi. And we just doing a CL semi. Terrible. So my thing is that United fans, watch your mouth. So guys, let's circle back and then we'll be off into this. So guys, look, man, 1-1 now. Superb. Absolutely amazing. Really, really amazing performance by Chelsea. And Chelsea, the job is half done. And I am worried about the beast that Chelsea will unleash from Real Madrid. This is Real Madrid. You can talk up top, down, and so forth. These guys have won four CLs in 5 years, 3 CLs in a row. You have to respect 3 CLs in a row. I get it. They don't have Cristiano. I get it. I understand. No Cristiano, no Bale. I get it. But the fiber and the core of this team still exists. It still exists deeply. The fiber and the core of this team. So Wednesday's going to pop off, and guys, man, PSG Man City, guys, that's a big game. And let's just keep it real. Like this was a really good game. See, I thought this game would be boring. So maybe this game that we thought would be boring is exciting. Maybe PSG City turns out to be like a boring game. But PSG City does feel as if the game is going to really pop off and say something. It feels like it's going to say something. If Ramos is back, we will concede another goal from a set piece. So do you have that as a certainty? Like, so you've looked into the future and you've seen that? Like, are you Nostradamus? I don't think that you can just hold that as like a total hardcore assumption, man. So Like, look, Real Madrid, when they have their players back, they're going to be much better, 100%. Like, I'm not fronting. These guys are going to be back 100%. So Chelsea have to realize that you're in a great position. The job isn't done yet. The job isn't done yet. Oh shit! And there is still much to do. The job is halfway to it is halfway to completion. Halfway to completion. Okay, you know what? Um, I'll end it with this, man. So from YSK Jackson, who says, if you end up in you have to dye your hair. First of all, Alice Galaxon, I'm not dyeing anything. So that's the first thing. Like, nothing is getting dyed here. And the second thing is, let's see how things end. Let's just see how things end. Chelsea have a huge game against Fulham. Then they have this game against Wednesday, man. So, okay, before we go, I want to just see scorelines. Scorelines for tomorrow. No. Let's just keep it to the stream. Who do you think is going to go through, Chelsea or Real Madrid? Let's hear right now. But before we go, live chat. Who do you think is going to go through? Who do you think makes the final? Chelsea or Real Madrid? After seeing the first leg, see now how both teams are fair in the first leg, who makes the final? Chelsea or Real Madrid? Let's see. Let's see. Chelsea or Real Madrid? Oh, okay. I'm seeing Chelsea, London Blues, Chelsea. Oh, reverse psychology. You guys are sad, man. You guys are so sad. You guys are so sad, man. All of you guys saying, like you really wish for my downfall, man. Guys, pray that Chelsea don't win this trophy. Just pray longer than hard Chelsea don't win this trophy. Because like, I'll be so annoyed. I'll be so annoyed. Just pray they don't win this trophy, guys. Peace out. Stay true. Like, subscribe, all that lovely stuff. Peace out. Stay true. Stay sexy. Stay nice. The sick lives. Can't say lives. Rudiger lives. Chelsea lived. Tuchel lives. Benzema is that dude. He's already my Ballon d'Or shortlist member, and it ain't over. Wednesday is going to be a titanic battle of epic proportions. What of?